Here's a quick note for our community before we get started. This video is designed to be calm and comfortable for everyone. No flashing lights, no sudden loud sounds, no rapid cuts. You're safe here. Welcome. Today we're doing something we haven't done since August 2025, running a full Disney Trivia Marathon. I'm so glad you're here for it. We won't waste any more time. Good luck and have fun. Okay, we're going to start off the trivia with the Disney character from Emoji. I'm going to show you an emoji. And you're going to tell me what character it represents. I'll show it for a few seconds and then give you a 5-second countdown. Good luck. Simba, the Lion King himself. The Genie. Cinderella. Merida. Dumbo. Winnie the Pooh. Scrooge McDuck. Ariel, the Little Mermaid. Spider-Man. Nick Wilde from Zootopia. Figment. Al from Winnie the Pooh. Aurora, Sleeping Beauty herself. Elsa. And last, Robin Hood. Did you know that Epcot's iconic Spaceship Earth sphere is covered with a whopping 11,324 triangular panels, almost one for every car that can fit in the park's massive parking lots, which can handle around 11,211 vehicles. So next time you park at Epcot, look up at the Spaceship Earth and imagine there's practically a shiny triangle up there for every car below. Now back to the trivia. And next, we have ride location. I'm going to name a Disney ride, and you're going to name the park or parks around the world that have this ride. Matterhorn bobsleds. Disneyland in California. Mystic Manor. Hong Kong Disneyland. Journey to the Center of the Earth. Tokyo Disney Sea. Tron Lightcycle Power Run. Shanghai Disneyland and Magic Kingdom in Florida. Ratatouille, The Adventure. Walt Disney World Studios Park in Paris, and Epcot in Florida. Big Grizzly Mountain Runaway Mine Cars. Hong Kong Disneyland. Crush's Coaster. Walt Disney World Studios Park in Paris. Indiana Jones Adventure, The Temple of the Forbidden Eye. Disneyland, California. Radiator Springs Racers. Disney's California Adventure. Pirates of the Caribbean, Battle of the Sunken Treasure. Shanghai Disneyland. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Magic Kingdom, Florida, and Shanghai Disneyland. Phantom Manor. Disneyland, Paris. Monsters, Inc. Ride and Go Seek. Tokyo Disneyland. Hyperspace Mountain. Disneyland Paris and Hong Kong Disneyland. If you're enjoying this video, hit that subscribe so you don't miss out on more fun. And please give us a like. Our next category is Song from the Lyric. I'm going to read a lyric from a song, and you're going to name the song and the movie it's from. 1 point for each. Let it go, can't hold back anymore. Let It Go from Frozen. Hakuna Matata, what a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata from The Lion King. I Can Show You the World, shining, shimmering, splendid. A Whole New World from Aladdin. You've Got a Friend in Me. You've Got a Friend in Me from Toy Story. Remember Me, Though I Have to Say Goodbye. Remember Me from Coco. Under the Sea, Darling It's Better Down Where It's Wetter. It's from Under the Sea from The Little Mermaid. When You Wish Upon a Star, makes no difference who you are. When You Wish Upon a Star from Pinocchio. For the First Time in Forever. For the First Time in Forever from Frozen. Be our guest, put your service to the test. Be Our Guest, Beauty and the Beast. Circle of Life, and It Moves Us All. Circle of Life from The Lion King. I'll Make a Man Out of You. I'll Make a Man Out of You from Mulan. Bare Necessities, the Simple Bare Necessities. The Bare Necessities from The Jungle Book. Zero to Hero, Just Like That. Zero to hero from Hercules. Almost there. People gonna come here from everywhere. Almost there from The Princess and the Frog. Do you want to build a snowman? Do you want to build a snowman from Frozen? Okay, our first category this week is name the character who sings a song. I'll name the song, and you name the character who sings it. Good luck. Let it go. Elsa. Under the Sea. Sebastian. Circle of Life. Rafiki for the opening and an ensemble for the rest. Part of your world. Ariel. You'll be in my heart. Kala, Glenn Close, and Phil Collins in the credits. I just can't wait to be king. Simba, Zazu, and Nala. Colors of the Wind. Pocahontas. Be our guest. Lumiere, Mrs. Potts, and an ensemble of other characters. Friend Like Me. The Genie. Do you want to build a snowman? Anna, Elsa, and young Anna. When You Wish Upon a Star. Jiminy Cricket. Almost There. Tiana. Remember Me. Hector, Imelda, Miguel, and Mama Coco. How Far I'll Go. Moana. Into the Unknown. Elsa. Did you know that Let It Go from Frozen was written in just one day? Songwriters Kristen Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez created this iconic song in only 24 hours. It went on to win an Oscar and become a global sensation. Plus, here's a sprinkle of Disney magic. Celine Dion was an unknown artist when she sang Beauty and the Beast for Disney, and that song launched her into worldwide stardom. Just goes to show, Disney music really does create unforgettable moments. Now back to the trivia. Okay, our next category is emoji song titles. I'm going to show you some emojis, and you're going to name the song they represent. I will give you a little bit more time this round. Good luck. Let It Go. Circle of Life. Part of Your World. Be our guest. Friend like me. Colors of the wind. Almost there. Do you want to build a snowman? How far I'll go. Remember me. Go with the flow from Finding Nemo the musical. Sorry, that one was a real tough one because it's not from any of the actual movies. Touch the Sky from Brave. When You Wish Upon a Star. You've Got a Friend in Me. The Bare Necessities.
If you're enjoying this video, hit that subscribe so you don't miss out on more fun. And please give us a like.
And now our final category this week is the Voice Actor Challenge. I'm going to name an actor and you're going to name the character they're famous for. I know some of these actors might have more than one character they voice, so I tried to go with the most well-known and famous one. Good luck. Idina Menzel. Elsa from Frozen. Robin Williams. Genie from Aladdin. Tom Hanks. Woody from Toy Story. Mandy Moore. Rapunzel from Tangled. Jeremy Irons. Scar from The Lion King. James Earl Jones. Mufasa from The Lion King. Pat Carroll. Ursula from The Little Mermaid. Ellen DeGeneres. Dory from Finding Nemo and Finding Dory. Josh Gad. Olaf from Frozen. Paige O'Hara. Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Ming-Na Wen. Mulan. She was the speaking voice in Mulan. Eddie Murphy. Mushu in Mulan. Jodie Benson. Ariel, The Little Mermaid. John Goodman. Sully from Monsters, Inc. Kristen Bell. Anna from Frozen. Which was the first Disney animated classic to get a big budget live action remake? "101 Dalmatians" in 1996. Who played the genie in the 2019 live-action remake of Aladdin? Will Smith. What is the name of the 2017 live-action remake that stars Emma Watson as the lead? Beauty and the Beast. Which 2016 remake features a boy named Mowgli and a cast of CGI animals? The Jungle Book. Who directs the live-action The Lion King in 2019? Jon Favreau. In 2015 live-action Cinderella, who plays the fairy godmother? Helena Bonham Carter. Which Disney villain got her own live-action origin story in 2014 and then again in 2021? Maleficent. Which actor starred as Ariel in the 2023 live-action The Little Mermaid? Halle Bailey. What is the name of the live-action remake featuring a wooden boy who wants to be real? Pinocchio from 2022. Which animated Disney film inspired the live-action Dumbo in 2019? Dumbo from 1941. Did you know the 2019 live-action The Lion King is often called the most successful animated film ever made? Even though it looks like live-action, the entire movie, except for one single shot of the sunrise, is actually computer animated. The filmmakers used groundbreaking virtual reality technology to make the animals and landscapes look so real that the audiences couldn't believe their eyes. Now back to the trivia. Who played the title role in the 2020 live-action Mulan? Liu Yifei. I'm sorry, I'm sure I'm butchering that name. My apologies. What magical object does Aladdin use to summon the genie? A magical lamp. Which 2019 remake featured Beyoncé as the voice of a major character? The Lion King. She was the voice of Nala. Who played Cruella de Vil in the 2021 movie Cruella? Emma Stone. Which live-action remake featured a pink elephant parade sequence? Dumbo in 2019. What is the name of the kingdom where Beauty and the Beast takes place? France. The town is called Vienna Nova in the live-action version. I'm sorry, I'm sure I mispronounced that. Who voices Scar in the 2019 The Lion King? Chiwetel Ejiofor. I'm sorry again for my mispronunciation. What is the name of the teacup character in the Beauty and the Beast? Chip.
If you're enjoying this video, hit that subscribe so you don't miss out on more fun. And please give us a like.
Which live-action film reimagined a Disney villain as a misunderstood rather than evil? Maleficent. Which live-action remake was directed by Tim Burton? There are actually two, Dumbo in 2019 and Alice in Wonderland in 2010. In 2019's Aladdin, who plays Princess Jasmine? Naomi Scott. What is the name of Mulan's dragon sidekick in the original animation, who is absent in the remake? Mushu. Which 2023 live-action remake included new songs by Lin-Manuel Miranda? The Little Mermaid. Which live-action remake features a magical rose as a key plot point? Beauty and the Beast from 2017. What is the name of the street rat who becomes a prince in Aladdin? Aladdin. Who is Simba's father in The Lion King? Mufasa. Which Disney film features a wooden puppet who wants to be a real boy? Pinocchio. What is the name of the princess in Sleeping Beauty? Aurora. Which Disney movie is set in the city of Agrabah? Aladdin. Who is Belle's father in Beauty and the Beast? Maurice. What year did the original Mary Poppins release? (1964). Who is the villain in The Little Mermaid? Ursula. Which live-action Disney film stars Emma Watson as Belle? Beauty and the Beast from 2017. In Moana, who is the demigod that helps Moana? Maui. What animal is Dumbo? He's an elephant. The Beast from Beauty and the Beast is actually a mashup of several animals. Disney animators wanted him to look unique and memorable, so they combined the head of a buffalo, the brow of a gorilla, the mane of a lion, the tusk of a wild boar, the body of a wolf, and even human legs. It took the animation team over a year to get his look just right. They even visited zoos to study animal movements for inspiration. That's some serious Disney attention to detail. No wonder the Beast is one of the most unforgettable characters in animation history. That's a little fun fact for you. Now back to the trivia. Who is the main antagonist in 101 Dalmatians? Cruella de Vil. Which Disney animated film features the song Circle of Life? The Lion King. In Pirates of the Caribbean, what is Johnny Depp's character's name? Captain Jack Sparrow. Who is the boy who never grows up in Disney's animated classic? Peter Pan. Which movie features a magical nanny who flies with an umbrella? Mary Poppins. What is the name of the kingdom where Frozen takes place? Arendelle. Who played Maleficent in the live-action movies? Angelina Jolie. What is the name of the bear in the Jungle Book who sings the Bare Necessities? Baloo. Which Disney movie is about a video game villain who wants to be a hero? Wreck-It Ralph. In Cinderella, what does the fairy godmother turn into a carriage? A pumpkin. What is the name of the Hawaiian girl who befriends an alien in a Disney animated film? Lilo from Lilo and Stitch. What are the names of the sea witch's pet eels in The Little Mermaid? Flotsam and Jetsam. Sorry if I mispronounced. In Encanto, what is Maribel's family's last name? Madrigal. Sorry again if I mispronounced. In Coco, what is the name of Miguel's great-great-grandmother? Mama Imelda. What is the name of the villain in Tangled? Mother Gothel. Now we'll start off with our Toy Story trivia. Good luck. Who is Andy's favorite toy at the start of the first Toy Story movie? Woody. What is Buzz Lightyear's famous catchphrase? To infinity and beyond. Who is the villainous neighbor kid in the original Toy Story? Sid. What song does Randy Newman perform for the Toy Story soundtrack? You've Got a Friend in Me. Which toy joins the gang in Toy Story 2 and is obsessed with being kept in a museum? Jessie. What is the name of the daycare where the toys end up in Toy Story 3? Sunnyside Daycare. Who becomes the leader of the toys after Andy leaves for college? Woody. What is Forky made of from Toy Story 4? A spork, pipe cleaners, popsicle sticks, googly eyes, and clay. Who voices Buzz Lightyear? Tim Allen. Which character is revealed to be the villain in Toy Story 3? Lotso Huggin' Bear.
Here's a bit of Pixar magic that's sure to make you smile. Did you know that in Toy Story, the carpet in Sid's house is the exact same pattern as the creepy carpet from the hotel in The Shining? The Pixar animators added it as a playful nod to one of their favorite movies. Talk about hiding spooky surprises in a family film. Keep your eyes peeled during your next watch. Pixar loves dropping these clever little details for fans to discover. Now back to the trivia.
What is the name of the sheep belonging to Bo Peep? Billy, Goat, and Gruff. Who makes a cameo as a garbage man in Toy Story 3? Sid, now grown up. Did you spot him? What company makes Buzz Lightyear's batteries in Toy Story 3, linking to another Pixar film? By and large, from Wall-E. What short film inspired the creation of Toy Story? Tin Toy. Who voices Forky in Toy Story 4? Tony Hale. And now on to our Cars trivia. Good luck. Who is the main character in Cars? Lightning McQueen. What is the name of Lightning McQueen's tow truck best friend? Mater. Who is the racing legend that mentors Lightning McQueen in the first Cars movie? Doc Hudson. Which town does Lightning McQueen get stuck in? Radiator Springs. Who voices Lightning McQueen? Owen Wilson. What is Lightning McQueen's racing number? $95. What type of car is Sally Carruthers? Sorry if I mispronounced her name. A Porsche 911 Carrera. What is the name of the Italian tire shop owner in Radiator Springs? Luigi. Who is the main rival racer in Cars 3? Jackson Storm. What is Mater's full name? Tow Mater.
If you're enjoying this video, hit that subscribe so you don't miss out on more fun. And please give us a like.
In Cars 2, what kind of adventure does Mater get involved in? A spy espionage adventure. Who voices Mater? Larry the Cable Guy. What real-life route inspired Radiator Springs? Route 66. How does Cars 3 include Doc Hudson after Paul Newman passed away? By using unused voice recordings from the first film. What is Cruz Ramirez's role in Cars 3? Lightning McQueen's trainer, and later a racer herself. Okay, our first round for our Welcome to October are Halloween Disney villains. Which villain keeps Rapunzel locked in a tower for 18 years? Mother Gothel. What is the name of Maleficent's pet raven? Diablo. Which villain transforms into a giant sea witch to battle Ariel? Ursula. What does Oogie Boogie from The Nightmare Before Christmas consist of? Bugs and insects. Which villain is known for saying, "Off with their heads"? The Queen of Hearts. What animal does Jafar transform into during the final battle with Aladdin? A giant cobra, or a snake. Which villain has a pet cat named Lucifer? Lady Tremaine. That would be Cinderella's stepmother. What is the name of Hades' minions in Hercules? Pain and Panic. Which villain turns into a dragon in Sleeping Beauty? Maleficent. What does Dr. Facilier from The Princess and the Frog use to perform his magic? voodoo or shadow magic, and tarot cards. Which villain owns 99 Dalmatian puppies before trying to steal more? Cruella de Vil. What is Scar's relationship to Mufasa? They're brothers. Which villain disguises herself as an old hag to poison Snow White? The Evil Queen or Queen Grimhilda. Sorry if I mispronounced. What does Gaston fall from at the end of Beauty and the Beast? The Beast Castle or the Tower. Which villain's lair is located on Forbidden Mountain? Maleficent. Did you know the Lion King's opening chant, Na Tebenya, means here comes a lion, father in Zulu, and Let It Go was translated into 41 languages, and Disney released an epic multi-language version featuring all 41 singers. Little bits of Disney fun facts for you that might show up in a future trivia. Now back to the trivia. Okay, in this second round, you're going to name the character or the movie from the Emoji. The Little Mermaid or Ariel, either is acceptable. The Lion King or Simba, once again, either is acceptable. See how this is going? Frozen or Elsa. Cinderella. Dumbo. Beauty and the Beast, or Belle or the Beast would be acceptable answers. Aladdin, or Genie is also an acceptable answer. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Finding Nemo. Brave or Merida is an acceptable answer. Moana. Toy Story. Wood or Buzz are also acceptable answers. Mickey Mouse or Fantasia is also acceptable. The Lion King. Up.
If you're enjoying this video, hit that subscribe so you don't miss out on more fun. And please give us a like.
Okay, now our last section is name the song from the lyrics. You can also name the movie it's from for an extra point. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. The bare necessities from the Jungle Book. Mother knows best. Listen to your mommy. Mother knows best from Tangled. I won't say I'm in love. I thought my heart had learned its lesson. I won't say I'm in love from Hercules. Poor unfortunate souls in pain, in need. Poor unfortunate souls from The Little Mermaid. Be prepared for the chance of a lifetime. Be prepared from The Lion King. I've got friends on the other side. Friends on the Other Side from Princess and the Frog. Steady as the beating drum, singing to the corn and moon. Steady as the beating drum from Pocahontas. Life is a highway, I want to ride it all night long. Life is a highway from Cars. Almost there, people gonna come here from everywhere. Almost there from Princess and the Frog. Hellfire, dark fire, now Gypsy, it's your turn. Hellfire from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Son of man, look to the sky, lift your spirit, set it free. Son of man from Tarzan. Shiny, watch me dazzle like a diamond in the rough. Shiny from Moana. 0 to hero, just like that. Zero to hero from Hercules. Cruella de Vil, Cruella de Vil. If she doesn't scare you, no evil thing will. Cruella de Vil from 101 Dalmatians. See the line where the sky meets the sea? It calls me. How Far I'll Go from Moana. When did Disney acquire Marvel Entertainment? December 31st, 2009. How much did Disney pay for Marvel? Approximately $4 billion. How many Marvel characters came with the purchase? Over 5,000 characters, including Iron Man, Spider-Man, Captain America, and Thor. What was the first Disney-distributed Marvel film? The Avengers from 2012. What's the total worldwide box office for the MCU? Over $32.4 billion from 37 films. Which MCU film is the highest grossing ever? Avengers Endgame with $2.799 billion. How many MCU films crossed the $1 billion globally? Ten films. Which two MCU films surpassed the $2 billion mark? Avengers Endgame, clearly, and Avengers Infinity War. What opening weekend record do all MCU films share? Every single one opened at number 1 domestically. What was the first Marvel series on Disney+? WandaVision. Did you know Robert Downey Jr. hid food around the set and was eating during scenes? That's why Tony Stark is always snacking. And Chris Evans' Captain America suit was so tight he couldn't sit down between takes. Little bit of Disney fun facts for you that you might see in a future trivia. Now back to the questions. When does WandaVision take place in the MCU timeline? (2023), shortly after Endgame. What metal is Captain America's shield made from? Vibranium. Who rescued Tony Stark and Nebula from space? Captain Marvel. Who else wielded Thor's hammer in Endgame? Captain America. How many Infinity Stones exist? Six. Where is Captain America originally from? Brooklyn. What's the interactive Spider-Man ride called? Web Slingers, a Spider-Man adventure. What's the Guardians attraction at California Adventure? Guardians of the Galaxy, Mission Breakout. Which themed restaurant features shrinking and growing food? Pym Test Kitchen. Which actress was considered for the Wasp in The Avengers in 2012? Zooey Deschanel.
If you're enjoying this video, hit that subscribe so you don't miss out on more fun. And please give us a like.
When did Disney regain rights to the Fantastic Four and X-Men? (2019) through the 21st Century Fox acquisition. What does SHIELD stand for? Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement and Logistics Division. Which Marvel character has appeared in the most MCU films? Iron Man, Tony Stark. 10 films before Endgame. What's the name of Thor's axe in Infinity Wars? Stormbreaker. Which Disney park was the first to get an Avengers campus? Disney's California Adventure. How many Disney Plus Marvel series have been released so far? Over 15 series. What year is the MCU officially set to begin? (2008) with Iron Man. Which Marvel film won the first ever Oscar for Best Popular Film category consideration? Black Panther, which won 3 Oscars: Best Costume Design, Best Production Design, and Best Original Score. What's the name of Tony Stark's AI assistant? Jarvis, just a rather very intelligent system. Which Marvel attraction is coming to Hong Kong Disneyland? Stark Expo, a multi-attraction Marvel land opening in phases. First section is Midnight Moments. In 1950s animated Cinderella, the fairy godmother warns that the magic spell will break at exactly what time? The Stroke of Midnight, 12 a.m. In High School Musical, Troy and Gabriella meet at a ski lodge party on New Year's Eve. What song do they sing together as the countdown to midnight begins? Start of Something New. In Peter Pan, Peter and the Darling Children land on the hand of a famous clock tower in London before flying to Neverland. What is the name of the clock? Big Ben. In Princess and the Frog, Tiana and Naveen must kiss a princess to break the spell. Why must they do this specifically before midnight? Because Charlotte LaBeouf is only the princess of the Mardi Gras parade until midnight. In Beauty and the Beast has a specific time limit to find true love. By what year of his life must he learn to love? His 21st year. In Alice in Wonderland, the White Rabbit is constantly looking at his pocket watch. What specific phrase does he repeat while running? I'm late for a very important date. Back to Cinderella, the live action in 2015. As the clock strikes 12, the carriage turns back into a pumpkin. What animals do the horses turn back into? Mice. In Monsters, Inc., a 2319 code is called when a monster has a sock stuck to his back. This number is famous. Who is the monster that gets shaved and scrubbed because of this emergency? George Sanderson. In The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, Ichabod Crane is racing to cross the bridge before he is caught by whom? The Headless Horseman. In Big Hero 6, what specific event is Hero participating in at the beginning of the movie that operates on a strict time limit and is illegal? Bot fighting, specifically underground bot fighting. In Mary Poppins, the song Step in Time features chimney sweeps dancing on the rooftops. While not midnight, they are often associated with twilight hours. Who leads this group? Bert. In The Great Mouse Detective, the climatic battle between Basil and Professor Ratigan takes place inside the gears of which famous clock tower? Big Ben. Yes, it's the same one from Peter Pan. Before we turn the page to round 2, I want to hit the pause for just a second, as this is our very last video of 2025. I have to say a massive thank you to every single one of you who has watched, played along, commented, and prayed with us this year. You are the reason I love doing this channel. I am truly blessed by this community, and praying that 2026 brings you peace, joy, and a brand new chapter of amazing stories. Okay, now let's dry those happy tears and get our pencils ready. We are celebrating new beginnings next, so let's jump right into round 2, Disney First. On to our next section, Disney First. Let's start with a big one. Released in 1937, what was the very first full-length animated feature film in motion picture history? Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. In 1995, Pixar changed animation forever with the release of the first ever entirely computer animated feature film. What was it? Toy Story. Before movies were in color, cartoons were in black and white. What was the first Disney cartoon ever released in full 3-strip Technicolor? Hint: it's A Silly Symphony. Flowers and Trees from 1932. Walt Disney dreamed of a place where parents and children could have fun together. Which Disney theme park was the very first to open its gates on July 17, 1955? Disneyland in Anaheim, California. Disneyland in Anaheim, California. In 1997, the Disney Channel originally launched DCOM, the Disney Channel Original Movie brand. What was the first movie released under this label? Under Wraps. While Cinderella and Snow White were hand-drawn, who was the very first Disney princess to be created using 3D computer animation, CGI? Rapunzel Entangled in 2010. Before Toy Story, Pixar made short films. Which 1986 short film featured a parent and child desk lamp playing with a ball, giving us the iconic mascot we see in the Pixar logo today? Luxo Jr. Although Plain Crazy was produced first, it wasn't released first. Which 1928 cartoon is officially recognized as the debut of Mickey Mouse because it was the first to be distributed with sound? Steamboat Willie. When Walt Disney World opened in Florida in 1971, only one park existed on opening day. Which park was it? Magic Kingdom. Surprisingly, Disney Animation Studios, not Pixar, didn't win the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature until 2013, which icy phenomenon finally won them the trophy. Frozen. Disney has been remaking their animated classics for a while. Released in 1994, which live-action remake of a 1960s animated film starred Jason Scott Lee and is often considered the first of the modern remakes. The Jungle Book. Walt Disney wasn't just the creator, he was also a voice actor. He was the very first person to provide the voice for which iconic character? Mickey Mouse. Now onto our wishes and dreams section. In Princess and the Frog, Tiana sings the song Almost There. What specific business is she working 2 jobs to save money for? Her own restaurant. In Pinocchio, the little puppet makes a wish on a star. What is his ultimate goal or resolution for his life? To become a real boy. In Pixar's Up, Carl Fredricksen ties thousands of balloons to his house to fulfill a promise to his wife Ellie. What is the name of the destination he is trying to reach? Paradise Falls. In The Little Mermaid, Ariel sings Part of Your World. Complete this lyric describing her wish. I want to be where the blank are. People. I want to be where the people are. In Ratatouille, Remy is a rat with a very specific career resolution that goes against his family's wishes. What does he dream of becoming? A chef. In Tangled, Rapunzel's New Year's resolution is to leave her tower for her 18th birthday to see what specific event in person? The floating lanterns, or the floating lights. In Hercules, the young hero sings Go the Distance. He wants to find where he belongs. What place is he dreaming of reaching to rejoin his father Zeus? Mount Olympus. In Coco, Miguel's family has banned music, but his dream is to follow in the footsteps of his idol. Who is the famous singer Miguel wants to be like? Ernesto de la Cruz. In Aladdin, Jasmine sneaks out of the palace because she feels trapped. She tells her father she wants to marry for love, not for what? Not because of the law. In The Lion King, young Simba sings a whole song about his future career resolution. What is the title of his song? I just can't wait to be king. In Moana, Moana is torn between her duty to her village and the call of the ocean. What physical landmark does she dream of sailing beyond? The reef. In Cinderella, before she even knows about the prince, Cinderella just wants a night off from her chores to go to the ball. What is the phrase the fairy godmother uses for the magic words to make this wish come true? Bippity boppity boo. With all this talk of wishes, please put your wish or your prayer for the new year in the comments below. Before we get into our final round, here's our fun fact for this week. Did you know Disneyland didn't always have a massive New Year's Eve celebration? The very first official New Year's Eve party at the park was held on December 31st, 1957, and it ran all the way until 2 a.m. It was the very first time they used the Fantasy in the Sky fireworks to ring in the new year, marking a significant shift from just regular park operations to special holiday events, starting a tradition of massive New Year's Eve celebrations still enjoyed today. Now back to the trivia. And finally, our last section for today, fireworks and spectaculars. The beloved fireworks show Wishes, which ran at Magic Kingdom for many years, was narrated by which famous insect? Jiminy Cricket. A tradition at Magic Kingdom during the fireworks is the Flight of Fantasy, where which character flies on a wire from the top of the castle? Tinkerbell. In the show Fantasmic, Mickey Mouse battles various Disney villains. The entire show takes place inside of Mickey's what? His imagination, or his dreams, depending on your point of view. World of Color at Disney California Adventure doesn't use a castle. Instead, it projects its movie scenes onto massive screens made of what? Water or mist. In 2017, Wishes was retired and replaced by a brand new show featuring a song by Jordan Fisher and Angie Kelhauser. Sorry if I said her name incorrectly. What is the name of this show? Happily Ever After. In the climax of Fantasmic, Maleficent transforms into a 40-foot tall mechanical version of what creature? A dragon. While it's technically not fireworks, but it does light up the night. The Main Street Electrical Parade is famous for its synchronized soundtrack, known as Barquet what? Hoedown, Barquet Hoedown. Nighttime spectaculars like Illuminations, Harmonious, and Luminous all take place in the center of which body of water at Epcot? World Showcase Lagoon. Disney's Hollywood Studios has a nighttime show called A Galactic Spectacular that focuses entirely on which film franchise? Star Wars. Modern shows like Happily Ever After don't just use fireworks, they use technology too to paint scenes directly onto the Cinderella's castle. What is this technology called? Projection mapping. During Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, the fireworks show, formerly Holiday Wishes, features a 180-degree finale. What is the current Christmas fireworks show called? Minnie's Wonderful Christmas Time Fireworks. About 30 minutes after the Magic Kingdom closes, a special audio and lighting segment plays at the castle to say goodbye to the lingering guest. It is known as the Kiss What? the kiss goodnight. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, hype button, subscribe for more Disney stories coming your way. Want to know how you did, so drop your final score in the comments below. No judgment, whether you aced them all or got none right. It's all about the fun here. And that, folks, is the end of the marathon. Thanks for playing. Remember, start with love, end with kindness, and find a reason to smile today. See you real soon.